Hello, Donut Donny here. Welcome to another episode of the Football Management Retro Series when we look at classic games from the early 80s to in some cases, 2000s, mostly early 90s. Uh, just a little footnote, I'm still suffering from a bit of a cough at the moment, so my voice might be going all over the place today's review, so I'll try my best. I've got a nice glass of orange juice here, so I'm going to take plenty of sips when we do this review. And this is, of course, is going to be a classic review. This is the one of the games I've been looking forward to review after. Well, this game's got such a reputation. Probably that's the reason why. If you can go back to 40 episodes ago, episode one, it all started the review back in May 2023 when we were doing Football Manager. And of course, that was the game that was going to start the review. And since then, we've done 38, 39 games, and we've still got at least another 30, 35 more to do, which is going to be released every Saturday at 12 p.m. on my YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're watching this, you already know about my YouTube channel. It's doing very well. We're aiming for at least 200 subscribers. As always, I always record these episodes a couple of weeks in advance in case of illness, anything like that. And so by the time of this recording, episode 36 was just released, and we're now up to I think 48 episodes. But I've changed the plan slightly, and I've made this into the new episode 40 because it's a game that quite a few people have asked for, and also it's got such a reputation as well. Now, of course, this is Football Manager 2, released in 1988, June the 17th, 1988. Even got the exact date there. The original publisher, Addictive Games, Kevin Toms, a legendary figure now in football management games, I think you would say, Kevin John Toms, and he's actually doing a football manager game on Android on the phone right as we speak. We're doing this episode. Um, this game was a very popular hit. It was even more so that you even had a Manager 2 expansion kit, which you could put your own team names and team sides in. I've gone into this game to just try to play it a little bit. It's a little bit picky, especially when trying to select a goalie. So you'll see me probably in this recording struggle for a little bit trying to put a goalie in, but it is such a good game. Obviously, this was reviewed all over the place back in 1988, and this was released on so many formats, including the Amiga, Amstrad, Atari, Commodore 64, all Spectrum versions, the 48K, 128K, and the Plus 3, Plus 2. Was even given one of the Sinclair User Classics. We will have a look at the reviews. We'll look at more than one review because it's such a special game, and then we'll give it a go. Um, As you can see, the Football Manager series, this is of course nothing to do with the current Football Manager series. So Football Manager was released in 1982, this one was in 88, and then Football Manager 3, which we will have a look at later on in a future episode, which didn't go down as well as the other two. I think Kevin Toms didn't make Football Manager 3, and it clearly showed that because it was lacking a lot of what made these two games so addictive. There's the inlay screen, very famous inlay screen there. I remember having plenty of hours, days enjoyment of this. You can see it came in various disguises, various advertisements and stuff like that. It was a massive release. So we'll go and have a look at some of these, all these reviews here. This is a spectrumcomputing.co.uk, by the way, if you're wondering what this website is. So the first review we're going to look at is Crash Magazine, which was my favorite magazine. And this was done around the time of the release. So let's just have a quick see what people say. The player can choose to manage any team from no matter what. You must start in Division 4, as always. The team for the next match is selected by moving players out of the reserve pool into various positions in the field. Team selections, one each for defence, midfield, attack, and there'll be goalie as well. Each player has a skill rating, the higher the skill. So the skill ratings in Football Manager 2 go from 0 to 9, where in the original Football Manager is 1 to 5. And then, of course, there's fitness levels as well. So you can see here, generally the review was very good, 79% overall, which actually I thought would have been more, but it's still pretty decent. Um, 72% there, 80% there. Again, you can get all these reviews looking at spectrum.co.uk, which you can click on review and look at it. So Crash Magazine gave it 79%. They said graphics poor, color clash. The color clash is awful in this game, I have to say, which you will see in the match highlights. Sound limited spot effects. Opinions, there's 9 difficulty levels, which is amazing. Choices 92 teams, which is amazing as well. One for the fans of the very popular game, top of the league. So 79% on Crash Magazine. On your Sinclair, around the same time. Here's the review here. Again, the graphics are much improved, they say in there, but again, they're mentioning about the color clash. And then it's giving you comparisons between Football Manager 1 and 2. Of course, this game is greatly improved on the original Football Manager. And they gave it 8 out of 10. Fine sequel to the hoary old classic with a relatively simple structure, but no less playable for addictive you betcha. So they gave it another good review. And then the last one we'll look at will be Sinclair User. Sinclair User, quite a few colourful review here. Football Manager 2, it should be stressed, is like the original, not actually a game which you play football at all. You must make all decisions because it's a manager. At the start of the game, you have to choose whether to accept membership money. Yep, there is sponsorship in this game, which we will look at in a minute. And then on this side of the review, because this is split into 2 pages, you have to actually move it down to get to the second page. So the differences between this and the original, I like this little bit here. You can choose players' positions, play graphics are better, yeah, but the color clash is awful. There are even more management elements, sponsorship, improving your ground, yep, definitely is. You can play both football cups, yep, there's a League Cup and the FA Cup. You can use substitutes at half time. You can train players' passing skills and adapt them from match to match. There's so many advanced stages, advances. What's the word? This is ahead of its time in so many stages of the game, like sponsorship, ground improvement, stuff like that. I can see why it became very popular. It's even got some playing tips there. Don't play players out of position, match players to formation, bid for players, don't underbid. It's like standard. So what did it give the rating? 68% graphics. Yeah, then the graphics are not that brilliant for 1988, I have to say. Sound is minimum. Playability and lossability is really good. It's got 94%, really good. FM2 is better than FM1, definitely is. And yeah, it is an astonishing game to play. So we will go straight to it. Now, I've finally sorted out how to use the Kempston joystick on my PC. I'm using an Xbox controller as the joystick, and it's so much easier to play this game on the joystick than actually keyboards. But again, please excuse me, there will be some fiddly bits of trying to select the goalie, which I always found quite difficult. So, big white screen there. So, using this game off my Specnator emulator, there's some sort of like mini promotions from the game originally. So Hot Shot was another addictive game, which I never really heard of actually. So that's just some promotions, but we'll go straight to the game in a minute. There you go, the sound greets you. So I'm going to use the Kempston press fire, so I'm pressing the A button on my Xbox controller. Now you can choose the team, so you can choose any teams you want. So I'm going to go through these teams quite quickly. Liverpool, Tottenham. I'm going to see if I can find my Oxford. So this is based on late 1980s team positions where they were in the league. So 88, 87, 88 season. So this would be Oxford's final season in the top league before they got relegated. So I'm going to see if they're in here. If so, they should be coming up any minute now. There's QPR. There's Oxford. Yes, they are. So click yes. Choose team color. Yeah, now this is important. I think I might have to choose a bright color so you can see the players more clearly on the screen because the color clash is awful. No, there's red. No, I think I'm trying to go for yellow. Oxford do play in yellow actually. There we go. I'm just hoping that works. Now sponsorship. This is quite new. So you get offers for sponsorship for your side. I don't think you get more than, I think, 1 or 2. So I normally go for the first anyway. So Insurance PLC have offered 19,000 management rating 50. Actually, let's go for a different one. Let's see if we do get another choice. Oh, 3,000. Oh dear, that's bad. No more offers. Oh well, we should have gone for the the first offer. So we got no sponsorship there. That backfired a bit. So you get your management record here. Do you want to load and save game? So nicely use of color, nicely use of what to do. So we go straight away to the first game. So there is no view squad, view bank, view finance, anything like that. You go straight into the first game. So that's quite unusual. So here is the dreaded selection screen, as I call it. Now, when I first played this game again, it took me ages to sort out how to select the team. And I had to go back to the inlay, the original inlay card, just to see how you do it. So we're gonna, what you need to do is, obviously this is the forwards lineup, so you have to decide how many forwards you can have. I'm gonna have a 4-2-2. So you can see my players are at the top, so I have to press fire and then use the up and down on my controller to select my players. So you can see skill level 9, fitness between 50 and 70. Now these are based on the late 1980s, I'll say Euro 88 England players. Again, excuse me, I'm coughing a little bit today. So we got John Barnes there, so 970, he's one of the highest ones, so I'll put him there. And then you got, I have to select fire again, and then there we go. Fire again selects all your players in the team. So you've got Peter Beardsley, Mark Hughes, I think that is. Oh, so there's Welsh players in here as well. Peter Beardsley, Tony Cottee. I need two more. No, Lineker, surprisingly. Nope, no Lineker. So put Barnes and Beardsley up front. Now I have to press fire and then move to the right key, go into the midfield, and you got your opponents there, all skill free, so we should easily win this. So press fire again, and I need to select 4 midfielders. So Webb skill 3, that's a low one. Let's see what if you've got better ones. Sheedy 6. Sheedy's Irish, so it's a mixture of British players here, which is actually quite good. Lee, Sammy Lee, Liverpool, I think he was. Glenn Hoddle, obviously one of the best players, so he's in. Fenwick, Terry Fenwick, who was a defensive midfielder, but 8 skill level 8, so I'll put him onto right hand side of midfield. See if I can find any more midfielders. Yeah, it's a good mixture of players here. These are British players. There's Welsh, Irish, English. Sheedy, he's Irish. Actually, I think we haven't got that many higher skill rating players here, so Lee will be the next best one. Okay, so press fire, move to the right again, defense. Now this is when it starts to get a little bit tricky because you have to select a goalie soon. So Samson definitely goes in. Kenny Samson, he's a 9. Then we got Des Walker, Thomas, is that Mitchell Thomas probably, Arsenal player. Kevin Radcliffe, the Welsh Everton player, and also I think he was the Welsh captain as well. Now it's starting to get a little bit fiddly now. Yeah, especially when trying to choose a goalie. So Thomas comes in, and let's do the midfielders first. Now, let's see if this works. I need, the goalie. There we go. It's already selected goalie is ready. That's good. So, have I got a better goalie than Woods? Lukic. No, see, you can see there, it's now not working. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's worked there. So what you have to do is move down, and then when it jumps over the goalie, you have to press right to get the goalie there. There we go. Lukic is in. So that's in. So fire, and then press fire again. Choose your substitutes. You're allowed to choose 2 substitutes. So choose the 2 best field players left. Mark Hughes, and probably a defender as well. We haven't got any defenders. It has to be Webb then. And here is the screen. Here's the, oh god, white against yellow. Not the best to start off with, I have to say. So we're in yellow. If you can, the color clash is awful. We're actually, to try to save you here, we're actually shooting from right to left at the moment. So this is Cardiff on the attack. And there is a little bit of sound, but the color clash is awful. This is normal speed as well, so this could go on for quite a while. Oh, shot a goal. Yay. Yeah, that was a goal scored, by the way. Not very good graphics. Sound even. But clearly the match highlights are much better than Football Manager 1, and compared to other games, this is probably the best highlights for a game that we've seen for quite a long time, except for the poor colour clash. The colour clash is awful. So you can see two of my strikers there against four of their three or four defenders. Is that three defenders they've got there? And we've got four in midfield, so we're just winning at the moment. But it's so bad at this colour clash. You can barely see the players when the white and the yellow merge. It's just the pick of the draw that our first match was against white icon players while we're yellow. The clash wouldn't be so bad when it was yellow against blue, red, black. White is probably the worst. So you can see these highlights do go on for quite a while. This is all real time as well, so it's very hard to say who's winning this, to be honest. It's just like everyone's just charging for the ball. There's no sort of like set positions or set moves. This is kind of like playing football on a school field. Everyone wants to be in one position. But this is Cardiff on the attack. We're still winning 1-0, and this is still the first half. So you do get lengthy. I wouldn't even say this is highlights. This is just the game. So you notice there's no clock on these games, so you don't even know what minute of the goal. The minute of the goal scored or when it was scored. Oh, Cardiff just scored. So it's 1-1. But yeah, it's just like as soon as the ball is kicked, no matter where you are, they just charge for it. We should be winning this game, to be honest. We got much better skillful players than them. Here we go. We're on attack. Okay, so they got three defenders actually, surprisingly, and we got two attackers. Midfield, they got three and we got four, so that means they must have four or five attackers. This is us on the attack, and we scored again. Who scored that time? John Barnes. Yeah, they've got they got four people up front. Strange formation. They're playing a 3-3-4 formation, looks like it, and we're playing 4-4-2. So they have no advantage really on the field compared to us. Like we've got four in midfield compared to their three. We've got two attackers compared to their three, and then we've got four defenders compared to their four attackers. Strange formation anyway. So you can see why they've got the slight edge at times. Obviously on here you see no corners or penalties. That would have made the game superb if that came in as well. There is a World Cup version of this game which we will review in a few weeks' time, which is basically the same game but with countries with a few additional things into it. So it'd be good to compare this game compared to that one. We're still first half, by the way. This is one hell of a lengthy game. And there you go. There's the first half. So it's 2-1. So this is where we put our two subs in if we need to. So I don't think we need to put any subs in. And this also means we can change the formation, for instance. So for instance, we could take Lee out. Let's see if this works. Can we put, and we can put, there you go, Mark Hughes in. So we'll make it into, put another attacker in. See if that works. It does. Uh-huh. So we just changed the formation there. So we've got an additional striker now. So we've got three midfield against their three midfield. We've lost a midfielder, but we've got an extra striker now. So three strikers against their four defenders. So a bit more of a good run there by one of our players. There you go. There's our three attackers. Mark Hughes is running on the line somehow. Does he actually come into the pitch? Yes, he does. There he is. He's now charging in. Now he realizes the ball's actually near him. Crash is not so bad when there's less people on the pitch, actually. There we go. Mark Hughes is on the left wing, but that's Beardsley scoring that. So Barnes, Beardsley, Barnes scored 2, Beardsley. It's interesting we don't actually see the list of team players' names. And we'll see how the transfer market and all that work as well. We'll do the game. I think we'll play. Oh, this should be us again. Yes. Barnes. I think that's Barnes' hat trick. Oh, we're on attack straight away again. Poor Mark Hughes is just wondering what he's got to do up there. Oh, this is Barnes again. Yep. I know it's Beardsley, but that clearly one less person in midfield is actually working wonders here. Oh, that's a long shot. Oh, wow. Maybe we should stick at this formation. Here we go, attacking again. And that's another one. Beardsley, 6-1. And there's Mark Hughes just taking a shot, as you do. He got a bit left out. And that's the 7th goal. Cardiff 1, Oxford 7. So that change of formation worked wonders there. So here we go. Division 4 results. 24 teams, so full league structure here, which is brilliant. You can see why this game got very good reviews, and yes, I'm impressed with it, even though that colour clash isn't very good. So league table, this is all normal speed, by the way, so this is pretty decent. Oop, cough got away there. So 24 teams, very impressive. Injury report, so Fenwick is injured. He's valued at 80,000. Doesn't tell you how long he's injured for, though. Doesn't help. Finance. So you start off with 500,000, and we've got 496,000 now. Gate receipts 9,000. Doesn't tell you how many people are in the watch a game. Sell players. So do you want to sell any of these players? I think these are on your bench. No, we don't actually. There's the first team. We don't want to sell them. They're doing well at the moment. Gives you good values on how much they're rated. Do we get players for sale? We do. Here we go. So we do need. I think we do need a defender actually. So click yes. Choose a player, 60,000. So we have to. Now I'm using my controller here to just increase the bid a bit. So let's say 70,000. Will we get it? Nope. Bid refused. Do we get another chance? Yes, we do. Okay, 70,000 was no, so let's do 80,000. Oh, it's been withdrawn. Oh dear, that means no. No, we don't want to buy any more. Extra training, passing training, yes. What does that do? Passing height, passing length, let's do that. Increase. And that's it. So we go straight to another game. So that's all the screens. So straight to the FA Cup as well. So again, we have to pick our side. We've got one player injured. Fitness levels, of course, we have to keep an eye on that. So we need a midfielder, don't we? Webb is fully fit, so let's put Webb in. Let's put him there. That'd be interesting. Oh, Lee's fully fit as well. Actually, let's change. Take Webb off and put Lee on instead. Keep it as 3. How's our strikers doing? Now, of course, it doesn't give the list of how many goals each player scored, which would have been nice. Like the unusual screen, usual screen you see in most Football Manager games, their skill level, their value, how many games they played, how many goals they scored. You don't see it on here, which is unfortunate actually. It would have been nice to see that on here, I think. Tony Cottee can go in, but let's keep it 3. Yeah. Let's just keep it like that, I think. Fire to quit, choose a substitute. No, get Cotty, choose a substitute, probably Webb, Neil Webb. Played for Forest, not in Forest, I think, more an England international course. So this have, oh, White again. Sorry guys, it's White again. I like the match highlights, except for the colour clash. Colour clash is awful. There's a little bit of sound, even a shot there, missed shot. There's a bit of sound every time the ball's been hit, kicked, I mean. Colour clash is not so bad there when they've only got 2 in midfield, which is unusual. While we got 3. They, I think they're playing a 4-2-4. Looks like it. But again, it's like the players are just charging for the ball. But this is still the best highlights I've seen in the game for quite a long time. Oh, that's a long shot from midfield. Does that mean midfielders can score goals? Probably. Yeah, this is the best highlights I've seen in a football game, actually, even though the colour clash is awful. Compared to, say, games that were made around this time, this was ahead of its time. The use of colour is good. The sound is okay. The only thing I really can criticise about this is the colour clash on the field. Also, would it be nice to have sort of like a tally of how many goals scored each player's had, stuff like that? Goal, Beardsley. Like, you probably have to have a little tally chart on a sheet of paper when you're playing this game, so you know how many goals each player has scored. It's going to be another one. Good goal. Beardsley's second. Oh, straight away. Quick goal there. John Barnes. Half time then. 3-0. I don't think we need to change. We are 3-0 up, so I might try a bit of a risk here. Let's take off Samson. And put in 4 strikers. See if that changes anything. Oops. We are 3-0 up, so it shouldn't matter. Ooh, make that 4-0 up. We are on the easiest skill level. Remember, there is 7 skill levels in this game. So, actually, there might be 9. So there's a lot of advantages in this game. Obviously, there's 92 teams here, so you've got the full league structure. You've got both cups, which is amazing. John Barnes again. And there's things such as sponsorship, improving the ground. Again, I would criticise there is no squad screen. The squad screen you only see is when oh, is this going to be a goal? Oh, no. But I think Exeter scored there, but the referee must have blown the whistle. 5-0, we won that one. Again, this is the easiest setting. So injury report. So Radcliffe has gone off injured. So we've got 2 players. Oh, and Beardsley. So it looks like injury's only for 1 week. Get receipts. We lost money in that game, even though it was a cup. No, don't sell these players. Players for sale. Oh, look at that, Mark Wright. Yeah. Let's see how much we need to probably bid quite a bit for them. 120. That might be enough. Okay. 120. Yeah, we got him. No. Passing training. Yes, do again. Height again. Increase. Oh, perfected. Really good. No. Save game. So there's a lot to do in this game, but you can see there's already there's about 4 or 5 screens and then that's it. So, oh, look at this. They've only got two. It's interesting how many different formations all these teams use. So we've got, let's play three in defence because they've only got two attackers. So, oh god, midfield's going to be crammed. This is where the colour clash is going to happen big time. Fenwick goes back into the side. Let's just check. So we've got 4, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, should be that. Oh, need to put Samson in. So let's take out Thomas. Put Samson in. Actually, let's take Walker out and Wright out. Still slightly fiddly here. Okay, that's not right. So I want the 2 9s facing their 2 5s. There we go. No, it's not letting me. Oh, is it because we've only got 2 defenders? That's why I need to put the 3rd defender back in. There we go. There we go. Choose substitute. Walker. I think we need a striker. Oh no, we only got 2 players left. Okay, has to be Webb then. It's White again. Oh jeez. I'm sure in other games the opposition players playing other than White. You would think they would have spent a little bit more time on the actual noise when a goal goes in, because I haven't got a clue what that noise is. It's definitely not a crowd. Yeah, colour clash is awful on this, especially when there's more than one player. This has got 8 players on this screen, so no wonder it's pretty bad. I do like you can kick the ball from defence into attack in one move. Yeah, this is the worst case of colour clash you can see, to be honest. This is terrible. Which is the only down, I think the only down thing about this game is this colour clash. Other than that, this is a very good game. There's only limited screens, maybe, if I had to say another criticism. There's only 4 or 5 screens, probably. So you see your next opponents, the transfer market, sell players screen, buy players screen, extra training screen, finance screen, and then that's it. Nothing more. This is quite a tight game, this one. After saying that, we've just scored. There you go. So the game highlights do vary. Like the first game we had went on for a long time, and then the FA Cup game was much shorter. So it will vary, which is good. Obviously, you've got 4 divisions here, 4 divisions full of 24 teams in each division, so each season will go on for quite a while. It's no quick seasons here, so having a full 92 teams you can choose from is amazing. Even if you choose, say, Man United, Liverpool, Tottenham, you will still be in Division 4, the old Division 4, with limited players. But with the expansion kit, you can also buy as well. In days when you had this game, you could probably type in your own players' names and team names and everything like that. Let's go for Carlisle. That's the final score, 3-1. There's the table. Scores, I mean. We're top of the table. Very basic league table, obviously, which you see in many of these older games. You don't see home and aways. You only see wins and goals scored and goals against, and that's it, really. Cardiff lost again, heavily. Ratcliffe's now injured. So these are the basic screens you get. So we lost money because we bought a player, obviously. Sell players? No. No. Players for sale? Mark Hateley in rush. I think we're doing all right for strikers, actually. So I say no. Passing training? Yes. Let's do length this time. I don't think if he does anything. And then that's it. So again, these are the basic screens. You start off with the load save screen. You then get the, we're doing cup, Oxford against Cambridge. Woohoo! Good derby game there. So both cups, FA Cup, League Cup. So you get your next, who you play next screen. And then you choose your side. So we'll keep our 3 there actually. So it's 4 against 4 again. So have we got any more fitter midfielders? No, we haven't got many players left, full stop. So I might take Cotty off actually. Didn't realise he was even playing. And put Beardsley back in. Yep. Buy to quit. Substitute. Neil Webb. Des Walker. White again. I would have thought there was more variation in colours for the opposition team. Does that every time we play yellow, does it mean all the opponents are always going to be in white? Would have been nice to see a bit of a difference in colour there. It's a goal. John Barnes. So again, I can see why this game was very popular. Compared to other games released in 1988, there's no real comparison. But it's still, the colour clash is still bad though. But the highlights, this highlight screen is very funny. Again, it's like playing football on the school field. Everyone just charges for the ball. But there's some variations in goals. Just realised this is probably one of the longest episodes we've released. But it's worth not changing the speed of this game just to see Football Manager 2 in all its glory. And all the clashes on the screen again. Hopefully it's not too bad for you when you're watching this. This is going to be 2. It is. Yeah, I thought they would have done a bit better for the... Oh, bit of good deflection there. When the goal was scored, I think they could have improved that goal announcement. It's just like a rash of noise. Doesn't even sound like a crowd. It would have been nice to have sort of like a crowd background noise. It's dead quiet. All you can hear is me chatting and the odd click of when a ball was kicked. Oh, that's a good run. It's good there is some variations of goals here, which is good. Another slight criticism, I think the only goal scorers you see at the moment are just strikers, and that's it. Well, in football, anyone on the pitch, even a goalie at times, can score goals. Oh, it's a good tack for us. Oh, was that a shot? That was more. Oh, the goalie's. Oh dear. The goalie doesn't save. The goalie saved it, and he just stood there. That was a funny goal. But yeah, I can see why this game was very popular. And also, you'll see when we get to Football Manager 3 how much worse it is compared to this one. Oh, that's again. That was a shot. Oh no, the goalie's trying to save. That didn't even go in. And there was a noise. That's weird. Oh, that was a long shot. There was a noise there, like a goal's been scored, but the goal wasn't scored. Weird. So this will be the final game. Don't want to make this video too long. This, of course, is the cup game. League Cup, we've had the FA Cup, we've had 2 league games, and we've had a League Cup game. So we've had 4 games. This is another one of the long ones. Is this second half? Yes, second half, isn't it? Oh dear, yes. When you've got a big widescreen monitor, and the colour clash is even worse. There you go. You can hear the slight noise there. There's at least the ball does take flight. It does bounce a bit. You can see the little bouncing animation there. Cambridge I'm gonna lose this. Good run there by midfielders, if you can make it out. Yeah, it's just sad about this colour clash, but obviously the Spectrum is famous for colour clashing. Oh, that's a shot. That's a very big shot. Oh, another shot. Another shot. Oh, that was half time. Oh, that was the first half. Oh, wow. That does not sound like a goal noise, does it? So that was actually a very long half. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually speed this up a little bit. That was John Barnes scoring that, by the way. There we go. We are through 5-0. Speed back to normal. Injury report. As we know, that only lasted a week. Again, we're losing money. No. Sell players. Nope. Nope. Players for sale. Passing training. So you only get extra training, which is the passing training. Looks like it. And there we go. So that is Football Manager 2. So what do we think overall? Overall, yeah, I can see why it was very popular. It's a very good game. Probably the best highlights of the Football Manager game we've seen so far. Except for the Colour Clash. Colour Clash, yeah, that's not good. I would have liked to see the more stats about the players, like how many games they played, how many goals they scored. You don't see that at all in this, so you have to probably jot down on a piece of paper how many goals they've scored and how many games they've played. I'm sure many people did that. Very good use of colour. The font is very good. Minimum sound, but most retro games have minimum sound. And yeah, I can see why this was very popular and got very good ratings. There is only basically 4 or 5 screens all the time though. I suppose I'm so used to 32-bit games now where there's multiple screens, multiple things and stuff like that. But it's still a very good game for its time. Yeah, it's definitely recommended to play this. I think the goal celebration noise could have been improved as well. And yeah, it's very good. So let me know your thoughts. Did you play this game back in the 80s or are you playing it now even? Let me know what you think about it. And thanks for tuning in. Donut Donny then saying goodbye. And stay tuned for another episode next Saturday, 12 o'clock. Bye bye for now. And if you do like this channel, obviously, be nice to have a little subscription there. Take care and speak to you soon. Bye bye. What are your thoughts about this game? Please let me know in the comments. Many thanks for watching this video. Greatly appreciated. If you like this channel, please send me a like or subscribe.